Goedemorgen allemaal. Good morning everyone. Another video with a Hatha practice for you to enjoy. I'm feeling quite tired and a little stiff today, so hopefully this practice will loosen things up and refresh myself, and hopefully you too after we're done. So I would like to start again in crocodile. And you might think like, why do you want to start in crocodile? Well, the thing is, crocodile makes it possible for you to really start focusing on the breath, but also turning your focus more inward. And like the hallmarks of a Hatha yoga class, it should contain the asanas, of course, the exercises, the poses we do, to focus our mind and our breath to our body and ourselves. Another aspect is, of course, the breath that we're trying to combine from the beginning with our movements. Better to say, our movements are guided by our breath. But the other part is, towards the end of a Hatha practice, you do want to move towards this focus of more inward, and getting yourself ready for that systematic relaxation. That in the end, if you like and prefer, could lead into a little short meditation, even if it's only 5 minutes. Just feeling the focus inward, thinking of your breath, being really conscious of your breath, but most of all, letting it be effortless and easy, and in general, listen to your body, what it needs at this moment. Okay, so enough of that. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to do this class again. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Unfortunately, no Ruby. Maybe later she will join, who knows. Maybe a few chickens will join in too. But for now, let's start in crocodile. So we come to our bellies on the mat. Our legs are can be as wide as the mat with our feet pointed outward, or if you prefer, the legs can also be together with our toes pointed inward. So yogi's choice there. Then we go ahead and fold our forearms over each other and rest our forehead on our forearms. And at this moment, you just want to arrive here on your mat or on your carpet, wherever you are, and just take a moment and settle down and start focusing on your breath. So observe your breath coming in through the nose and out through the nose. And then gradually see if you can feel your breath. So on your inhale, what do you notice? You notice maybe your belly pushing into your mat, or your lower ribs expanding a little. And on the exhale, everything relaxes. Your belly retracts away from the floor. And while you're here, try to relax your face, your cheeks, your jaws, but also your shoulders. And then go ahead on the next few inhales and exhales. Take a nice inhale, and on your exhale, See if you can pull back your navel a bit towards your spine. And on your inhale, release and relax. And on your exhale, bring your belly button to spine. And on your inhale, relax. Let it go. Maybe one more time. And then return to your normal breath. Nice belly breath. Good. And then raise your head. Push yourself up on your underarms for a moment and just come however you want to come to your back. Lay on your back. Let's lay on our backs here. We're going to take our hands above our head, maybe clasp them. And then we're just going to really reach long. Reach with our arms, reach with the toes. Nice inhale and exhale. And then reach with your right side a little more. Reach with your left side a little more. Good. All right. And then bring your hands behind your head. Cup your head with your hands. And then first of all, take your feet and put them towards the right end of your right corner of your mat. And then carefully pick up your head and also lay your head towards the right on your mat. So you're in a little banana shape. Take a few breaths here. Notice the gentle stretch on your left side. And then return your head to center. Return your legs to center and move them to the left. Feet to the left. Pick up your head, head to the left. Little banana shape on the left. See if you can relax your shoulders here. If your hands are too much behind your head, just let them fan out to wherever they go. But if you can, try and see if you can keep them behind your head. It just gives a bit more of a stretch now on your right. Good. All right. Then come back to the middle with everything, head and everything. And then we're going to get ready to build the container, is what it's called. And again, I forgot to mention the blocks you would need. You could use a block or you could use a book, a bit more wider book. Yeah, I'm sorry, I should have mentioned that right at the beginning. So go get your block or your books and come back to the mat, laying on your, on your back. And then place the block in between your thighs. Arms are next to your body, feet are flat on the mat. And what we're going to do here is first, on an exhale, squeeze the block. So you inhale, exhale, squeeze the block with your thighs. Good. And the next time, on the next inhale, you will combine it with squeezing the thighs into the block and then trying to lift up your pelvic floor. And you'll notice that your buttocks start engaging too. That's fine. That's the third step. So let's go ahead and take a nice inhale. And on an exhale, squeeze the block. Lift your pelvic floor. Engage your buttocks. And maybe lift a little more your pelvis up. Maybe an inch or so, 1.5 centimeters or so. Good. And on your exhale, release. Inhale, release. There you go. Let's do that maybe 3 times with the breath. So inhale, exhale, squeeze the block. Lift the pelvic floor, engage your buttocks. Lift your pelvis a little up. Good. And on your inhale, release. One more time. Inhale, release. Good. Now on the next few, I would like you to push up into a bridge. But to do that safely, make sure you really activate through your arms. Maybe even curl your shoulders under a little bit. And then go ahead and do the same. So we inhale, and then exhale, we press the block, lift the pelvic floor, feel that engagement of the buttocks come up, lift the lower part of your pelvis, and then push up into bridge. Exhale, we're going to stay here and just find our breath. Making sure we are actively pushing through the arms and the shoulders. Hold that engagement. Try and hold that engagement, especially in the buttocks, protecting your lower back. But find your breath. That easy, comfortable breath. One more. Oh, good. And inhale, release back to the floor. And now you might feel your buttocks already a little bit, and we've been trying to, bring our awareness to the pelvis. And the pelvis carries us through our whole day. So being conscious of that and trying to strengthen around the pelvis by engaging the buttocks, lifting the pelvic floor, containing your energy there is a good way to start. Okay, so next up, I rolled already on my side and came up to seated. We'll go and do a little flow in cat-cow, just warming up the spine. So come to your tabletop position or all fours. So your hands are under your shoulders, knees under the hips. Very good. And then let's take a few normal cat-cows. So on an inhale, we arch our back, take our nose up to the sky, and exhale, round the spine. Inhale, nose up, arch the spine, exhale, round the spine. Good. So what I would like to show you now is a little flow, so to keep some movement in here. So I'm going to show it first. So inhale up, exhale, come to your cow. Inhale, come back to table. Exhale, push down to child's pose. But right away we go forward into inhale into our cow. Exhale, inhale to cat, exhale to cow. Back to tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale up. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, come to neutral. Exhale, push back to child's pose. And just go ahead and try this movement. Try linking the movement to your breath. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale to cat. Exhale to cow. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, cat. Just two more like this. Warming up the spine. Trying to get a feel for what is linking the movement to your breath. Good. And come back to your neutral position. Good. All right. Then we're gonna, from all fours, we're gonna just push back into our first down dog. So curl your toes under. Push your sit bones up. Maybe walk them out. Walk out your feet a little. Get a feel where you are today. push through the hands. Good. And maybe just for a moment, come up to your tiptoes. Really try and turn those sits bones up to the ceiling. Keep pushing through the hands and then slowly let your heels move towards the floor. They don't need to touch. Knees do not need to be straight. Just a nice little stretch. And then just tippy toe, little steps forward if you can. And then either nicely bend the knees, let your head hang. One breath here. Then bring your hands to your waist. On an inhale, come halfway up. Activating your belly. Belly button to spine. And then all the way up. Just taking it a bit easy. Coming all the way up. In the morning. Or, you know, it's afternoon with you guys. Or wherever. It's a video. You can do it anytime. Okay, I'm taking off this. And then let's continue with a little warm-up. Last time I did this too. I really like this warm-up for the legs. It's a warm-up for the legs. It's a warm-up for your hips. And even a little stretch on the back of your side. So come anywhere on the mat into your squat position. So your feet can be 1.5 feet apart, or let's say 30 centimeters apart, and then let's come into our squat. So we're gonna bend through our knees. We're gonna guide those knees over the feet, over our big toes. Let's come down, and maybe just wiggle around a little bit before we can, or maybe even you don't need to put your heels on the floor. The other thing is, if this is too far, this squat, you can also be here, just up here, and see if you can reach the ground with your hands. If you cannot reach the ground with your hands there, again, bring the floor towards you. And, oh my gosh, I just shooed away a little hummingbird again. Okay, you can do it like this. So you'd stay here. You don't go all the way down if that's not accessible or it's just not that day today. Then you stay here. And what you do then is just stretch up. Find a nice stretch in the back of your legs. Maybe wiggle from left to right a little bit. And then go down to your half squat and up. Let your head hang down. Just warming up the hips, warming up the legs. Just take this a few times. Very good. And you inhale when you go down and exhale when you go back up. Good. Or you're here, inhale when you go halfway, exhale when you push back up. Let that head hang when you're up there. So maybe one more. Nice, warming up the quads also. Good. Okay. So then, stay there, stay your half squat. I needed to peek what I was going to do next. What we're going to do next is getting rid of the blocks if they were there. And come to your, either when you're here, place your hands in front of the mat. Bring your hands, your feet backward into a down dog for one moment. And then bring your right leg up to the center. Drop that left knee for now. And uncurl the foot. We're going to do a little bit of a hip opener, so take it easy. Just do what feels good in your body. Never ever push it too far. This is called a pigeon in motion. So you can either be here, so your right foot is in the middle of your hands, placed in the middle of your hands, and your left leg is straight back out. And then we're just going to roll that front foot on its side and let the knee fan out to the right. And we bring it back up. So on an inhale, you push away from the floor. Again, here too, this can be with blocks, pushing away from the floor. And on an exhale, let that knee pan out to the side. So if I would do it like this, it will look like this. Let it go out to the side. Inhale and exhale to the side. Good. Inhale and exhale. You can also take this up into a low lunge, so keeping your heel, your leg, your knee up. So then you'd be here, and you would just do the same. Roll on your side of your foot and back up, and roll to the outside and back up. I think we've had enough on this side. So then bring down your knee if it wasn't already, and just switch out the legs. So your left leg comes in front, nicely in the middle of your hands, either with your knee down or with your stretched back leg. In an inhale, you push, and on your exhale, let that knee go to the side. So roll over the outside of your left foot. 2 and 3. With the breath, inhale. And 4, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Very good. Okay, place your back knee to the floor, and your other one goes back too, because maybe on all fours for a moment we could have gone straight ahead into a downward dog, but maybe we'll just take a little transition here. Yeah, we're just going to come up to standing. We're going to get ready for our standing poses, so we're going to push back into down dog. Maybe one more time, come to your tippy toes, really turn those sit bones up to the ceiling while pushing through your hands still, and then just let those heels sink towards the floor wherever you are. Good. And instead of tiptoeing to the front, let's just take our hands back and bring our hands towards our feet. Forward fold here at the end of your mat. Hands to your waist. Let your head hang for a moment. And then on your next inhale, halfway up. And on your exhale, all the way up. Very good. Okay. All right. And then we're ready for some standing action. Yeah, I also forgot telling you that, but it's a bit like butter after the meal. Boter na de maaltijd, hè? How do you say that? Boter na de... Oh nee, mosterd na de maaltijd. Mustard after the meal. Okay, but so I had, when thinking of this little practice, I had in mind the hips, just in generally strengthening around the pelvis, and yeah, so we've been warming up our hips, we've been stretching little gentle stretches already for the hips, and now we're going to continue with our standing poses, and we're going to start with tree, and this is an open hip position, but what I would like you to do is feet are next to each other, but see if you can really, we're going to transfer our weight to our left leg, so really push with that leg through to the ground, into the ground, and then you're going to build up strength from the bottom. Oh my goodness, what was that? Another cute bird. Anyway, so really strengthen through that standing leg, and you do that by also engaging those buttocks, of course. So, and then your right leg comes up. Your toes can either stay on the floor, don't need to be high. So, but what we do is then open that right hip. So open it up. See if you can notice this rotator muscle here, external rotator here on the bottom of your bum. So you really make a nice open hip. So either your toes can either be on the floor, if that gives you more security, or you can be with your foot at your calf, or you can take it all the way up on the inside of your thigh. Just making sure never at the knee, So either toes at the ground with an open hip, or calf, or inner thigh. And then when you get there, which one you chose, try to find your balance. And you will succeed if you think about your buttocks, if you think about lengthening in the front, engaging that lower abdomen. Your hands can be at your side, but you gotta get strong legs here to keep that balance. You can take hands to heart, or even hands up. Whatever you prefer, where you are at today. Okay, good. But keep that strong standing leg. Keep that turnout. Good. Find your easy breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. Your calf is probably screaming a little bit by now. Hold on for one more breath. Nice and easy. Good. And bring your leg down and shake it out. Shake it out for a moment. All right. Take it on the other side. So first come to your standing position, feet next to each other, then transfer your weight on your right leg. Start building that strength there by not only pushing your foot, trying to push your foot really in the floor. Feel all those corners of your feet at your toe, at your pinky toe, and your heel, inside, outside. Good. And then, of course, engage those buttocks, and then turn open your left leg. Good. Either your toes on the floor for more stability, or at your calf, and here we go. Hands can come to heart. Find your breath. When you find your balance, go find your breath again. And see if you can make it easy. Easy and effortless. Good. Maybe you want to change the arms up a little. And your gaze up a little. And if you're really looking for a challenge, go and close your eyes. That's too much for me today. Good. One more breath. Hold that strong leg, really building strength in that standing leg. Good, and relax. Shake it out. Ho ho, I can feel it. All right, and we're gonna feel it some more in our legs. We're gonna get, you get strong legs from yoga. You wouldn't say, but yes, you do. Okay, here we go. We're gonna take a block or a book, if you have, just to find that activation in the next pose. We're gonna do a chair. So we're gonna come anywhere on the mat. Feet are hip width apart. Block is in between the thighs, like the short, thinnest side. Okay, and then to come into chair, we're gonna I'll first show you. First chair is, of course, inhale, arms up, and exhale, sink back. Sink back with that butt as if you're gonna sit on a chair. Actually, you're gonna sit on that chair. Reach out with the hands. Make sure you pull your belly button to spine. Really creating a safe area here for your lower back. Really belly button to spine. Engage those lower abdomens. Good. Keep reaching with the hands. Find your breath. And what I want to do next is, on an inhale, you reach, and on an exhale, you fold forward. Clasp your hands and let your head go and stretch your legs up. You can do this. And you can also have your hands just loose. Let's do it loose. So this is your forward fold. And then on your inhale, you go bend again into your chair position, reaching those arms up. Inhale. Hold for one breath. Exhale. Inhale. And on your exhale, release back into your forward fold. Maybe not stretching the legs all the way up. Keep a nice little micro bend. And then just go with the breath. So inhale. And exhale. Inhale. exhale. Good. Well, it helps, I do think, with the block there, to keep that attention on, you know, engaging the thighs, engaging the buttocks. A little reminder. And it brings like stability. It definitely brings stability. Knowing and having something to push into. Good. Okay, come out. My quads were burning already a little bit. Okay. So we flow there a little bit with the breath in and out. It's starting to rain a little here. I like that. I do like the cool and the fresh. So last time it was very hot. And those are the chickens. Okay, anyway. Next one I want to do with you guys is a little harder, and it's also balancing, and it is stretching out the hips, but it's also a little stretch on the shoulders. We're gonna come standing with your feet close together. Take a little plie, take a little bend in the knees, and then you can either turn your right leg just over to the side and keep, feel the floor here with your toe, or you can come into eagle with your legs here. Whatever the day has in store for you today, if that's possible. Otherwise, just stay there. And then we take our arms up. I would do the same. Right goes over left. And our elbows will stay at the height of our shoulders. So from the side, it'll look like this. So either with your foot on the floor, so right leg over left. Left bends a little, your left leg bends. Find that stability first. Maybe find that stability first like this. Really, lower abdomen engagement. Always engage those buttocks. Will give you great buttocks. Everybody will like it. And then, okay, next is your arms. So arms to the side. Bring your hands up. Right elbow into left. You can, it's called eagle arms. Your elbows should be at the height of your shoulders. And hold this here. So either you can bring that leg up and around. And find your breath. When it gets hard, find your breath. We're also building strength here. We're not only stretching, because it's so important to strengthen before you stretch. Strengthening your left buttocks here, hamstrings, quads. Good. And then inhale and exhale. Yeah, nice, easy breathing if it's possible. Otherwise, take that toe down to the floor and ease up on yourself a little. Good. And then unwrap the arms, unwrap the legs, and let's take it to the other side. So from the front, we're gonna, take left over right. So have that strength in that right leg, how we did it also in tree pose. And then take your left leg over your right leg. Very good. Either with toe at the floor. Let's start with toe at the floor. A little bend in your standing leg. Good. Engage everything first. Lower abdomen, buttocks. Make this container here support you. Okay, arms come up. And then left elbow into the right elbow. And if you are able, you can also fold around your arms, or you can just be here. Or you can be here if you have got if you've got tight shoulders, you can also leave your arms here. Good. And then find that breath. And make it seem easy. Nice, deep belly breath. Good. Maybe take it up. Or not, and put it down. Let's feel the strength in that right leg, your standing leg. Notice how your shoulders feel. Maybe your elbows sink a little. Try and see if you can keep them on the same height as your shoulders. Find that breath for 1 or 2 breaths more. Good. And then unravel the arms, unravel the legs, and shake it out. Maybe even take little fists to your bum for a nice little intermission massage. Okay, all right, we're gonna go towards the mat again. We're gonna do some abs and some energizing work. So yeah, let's go via our chair. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, go into your chair, and then just lower yourself down if possible. Otherwise, just come down to the floor. I thought maybe via a little boat, you know, waking up those abs for what's to come. And then release to the everything to the floor. Feet, hands to the floor. We're going to stay a little bit in the eagle theme. We just did an eagle, the eagle standing up, and now we're going to do eagle crunches. They are pretty heavy. Initially you would think, I'm not feeling anything, but you're really working the more deeper abdomen muscles. So what we're going to do is lay on our backs. Yes, okay. And then bring our feet and knees up for a moment. Maybe just pull them in for just a second. Maybe take a few circles with the knees. And in that way, softly massaging your lower back. And to the left, a few circles. Good. All right. And then let's get to it. So for our eagle crunch, again, we're going to cross our right leg over our left. We're going to cross our right elbow into our left elbow. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm really messing up the feeding times of the hummingbirds. Alrighty, okay. Well, what we're going to do now is you want to bring your elbows towards your knees. So we're going to bring those feet up from the floor. So this is your position. On an inhale, you notice nicely your back expanding into the mat. And on your exhale, you try and bring your elbows towards your knees and curl up. That's 1. Inhale back, exhale 2. Inhale back, exhale 3. Inhale back, exhale 4. Inhale back, exhale 5. Good. And I'm gonna let us release it. We can do many more if you feel up to it. Go do it. But we also have to do the other side. And yeah, and we'll do another one after this one with a bit more movement, so our abs will get a little workout. So here we go. So left, now we turn it around, left leg over our right leg. Oh, there he is again. But now at the other feeder. It's a female. I wonder how long they're going to be around yet. There she is. Oh my gosh, I hope you can see her. Oh, they're fighting. Oh my goodness. God darn it. I should have put that third one up. Okay, anyway, let's continue. Sorry. Left over right. Left arm into right. Left elbow into right elbow. And then, you know, feel your back is really nice and snug to the floor. Already find that engagement here to really protect your action, your crunching action. So here we go. We bring our feet up and we take a nice inhale. And on your exhale, crunch, elbows to knees. Inhale to the back. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale. Number 3. Inhale. Exhale. Number 4. Inhale to the back. And exhale, number 5. Good. And unlock the arms and the legs. And let's stretch out for a moment. Ooh. Oh, those are the blocks. Just stretch out for a little moment here. Always feels nice. Maybe point your feet a little bit. Just moving along with the stretch. So, okay. Then bring your legs, your knees back in, like this. And then just roll to your side. We're going to come up. Oh, not come up. We're going to come to all fours. And I don't know why I like this direction so much. I hardly go with my head that side. I wonder what that is. I think that's actually where the sun comes up, so maybe that's it. I don't know. Alrighty. So we're gonna come, yeah, this one needs a little explaining. This one is called the scorpion, and it's a moving ab exercise, but also in a way a stretch on the back legs, opening of the hips, it's all in there. So let me just show you one time before we go do it together. We'll eventually we'll do it 5 times on each side. So I'll show you first. So this is your down dog. On an inhale, you reach your right leg up. Then you bend your right leg and open that hip. Maybe you can even look under your armpits up to the sky. And then on your exhale, you turn your hip in again. Bring that knee forward and come into a plank and bring your right knee to your left elbow. And then it goes back up. Inhale and open. Exhale, knee to elbow. So, yeah, let's try this. And if you can't do the whole knee back to the front, that's fine too. You just open here, you have the nice stretch in that leg, you have the nice opening of the hip, and then on an exhale you just bring it back. And you stay here if this is too much coming forward. So let's take 5 in case you haven't done one yet. Okay, so inhale up and open and exhale to the front. Inhale, open. Exhale to the front. Inhale, open. Exhale to the front. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale to the front. Last one. Push through those hands. Inhale, open. And exhale to the front. Now bring your knees down for a moment and just push back into child's pose. Maybe you want to wiggle your wrists a little here. Maybe massaging them by pressing lightly around the wrists also feels good. Okay. Because this is an active inversion and our head is lower than our pelvis the whole time or most of the time. We need to be a little careful and we don't want to exert ourselves too much. So then a child's pose is needed in between before we go to the other side. Okay, so here we go. Especially when you're at the beginning of your Hatha practices, you just want to take it gentle and easy and getting to know the movement first before you're going to go all Rambo on the exercise. Okay, so curl those toes under. We're going to go up in down dog, and then we're going to take that all on the left. So left leg goes up, and left knee comes to right elbow. Okay, here we go. So push into your down dog. Inhale, left leg up, bend it, open, look under your armpit, and exhale, bring that knee to your elbow. That's 1. 2, inhale. 3. Never try to stop your inhale and exhale from going. Just make your movement a little shorter, but don't start trying to manipulate the breath that way. See if you can make the breath continuous. So not holding anywhere. Good. I think we've had 5 at least. Here we go. Okay, push back to child pose one more time. Maybe wiggle the hips from side to side. And then slowly roll up. Thinking about your belly button when you roll up. So pull that belly button towards your spine. And then roll up. Take a nice stretch for your back. All the way, vertebrae for vertebrae. Up. Okay. All right. I'm really taking my time here with this. And I want to make it an hour. Because I know an hour is long already. And I'm getting in trouble. Often the Hatha class is really an hour and 15 to get that important systematic relaxation in at the end. So let's see how we go. I'll try and get some relaxation in at the end. Okay, we're going to go back up, do one sun salutation to just stretch a little more on the right and on the left, and then we go I'll take you through a back bend. So, in any way or form you want to get up, just get up. If you're here, maybe just roll up easy, slowly, vertebrae for vertebrae, and then get up. Okay. All right, so I can take the sun salutation towards you. Or actually I will take it from the side and you can see better what the legs will do. So we'll just do one on each side and I'll talk you through it right away with a few variations in the sun salutation. Okay, so for those who are kind of new to this, feet are hip width apart. Bring them a little closer. Bring them a little closer. You're nice and engaged around the pelvis. And on an inhale, you bring your arms up. Inhale. And exhale, you fold forward. You can bend your knees. Fold forward. Let your head hang. Inhale. Lengthen halfway up. Exhale, fold forward to the floor. Then you're going to plant your palms and step your right foot back into a lunge. Let's do one full sun salutation first. And then your left one back into down dog. You come into plank on an inhale. Exhale, you come to the floor. Either you lower all the way to the floor and come up into a little cobra on an inhale. Or you go chaturanga to up dog, yogi's choice. And then on an inhale, press up. And exhale, back to down dog. Step your right foot in between your hands. Gaze is to the front, low lunge here, nice stretch. And take your left foot up to meet your right. And a nice inhale, arms back up. And exhale, hands to heart. Okay, for the even Steven of things, we do this on the left. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward. Plant your palms, step your left foot back into a lunge. And then your right into a down dog. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, chaturanga to up dog. Or plank, lower to the floor to cobra. And then push up, back into your down dog. Good, and then step your left leg up. And your right to meet it in the front. And then inhale, arms go up, nice and wide. And exhale, hands back to heart. Good. And now, let's do it all again with a little stretch in between. So, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step your right foot back. And bring your right knee to the floor. The back of your right foot is flat with the floor. Engage in your lower abdomen. Pull your belly button to spine and push up with your hands on your left thigh. Push away, as you maybe can imagine. Push away from your thigh, lifting your sternum, lifting your gaze. Feel a nice stretch on your right front thigh and hip. Good. And then plant your palms and shift your buttocks backward and let your left foot, the toes of your left foot come up. Activate through the foot. So you go a little backward. And if you can just imagine, because it's really hard, see if you can try and imagine those sits bones, sending them backwards. Belly button to spine. Engage that lower abdomen. Nice stretch here on the back of your leg. And then the last part of this, now point that foot forward. You get a nice stretch here, or wherever you feel the sensation. Notice where you feel it. Everybody is different. Everybody's body. Good. Okay, and then just plant that foot. Come back into a low lunge. Curl your right foot under, and let's finish this sun salutation on the right. So take your left to the back. Come into your plank. Exhale to the floor. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale back into down dog. Step your right foot up and your left. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Take one moment here. If you need to catch your breath. Good. And then nice inhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, fold. Plant your palms. Step your left foot back. Take your left knee to the floor. Mat. Uncurl your left foot. Find that engagement here in your pelvis, in your lower abdomen. And push up. Push through that front foot. Place your hands on your right thigh. And see if you can press away from the thigh. Trying to see if we can stack our shoulders over our hips here. Nice stretch on the front of our thigh. And I forget to mention the breathing. Nice and easy belly breathing. No movement here in the chest. All try to direct it all here. Good. All right, then we're going to plant our palms again and push our buttocks back and flex our right foot. Activate through the right foot. Now, oh gosh. Good. Oh, you can take your hands closer by because you really want to make sure you've got a nice straight back. You don't want to be hunched over like this. No. Then bring your hands more closer to your hips. And again, sorry if I haven't shown that. You know, this is good. For my mom, if mommy is watching, did I get you yoga blocks, mama? I think I didn't. I should send you ASAP. Because this is where you want to be. Nice, long spine, a flat lower back. Activate through the foot. Nice stretch on the back. I am messing those hummingbirds up. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let's go to the next one is pointing that right foot. Still trying to pull that right hip backward so that your hips are nicely aligned. But now pointing that foot, creating a little extra stretch at the back, but also a nice stretch here on your lower, on your shins and your ankle. Good. All right. And then let's finish this one on the left. So come forward in a low lunge with your knees still on the floor, but curl your foot under, come into your low lunge. And then step your right foot back into down dog. Come into your plank on an inhale. Exhale to the floor. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, back to down dog. Good. Step your left foot up and your right to meet it. And then nice big inhale through the nose. And exhale, hands to heart. Very good. Okay. All right. Then we're going to go. Oh yeah, I need to speed things up. Okay, not too speedy. I hope you guys are enjoying it and you can find somewhere the time to fit in that hour or that hour and 15. So we have gotten to our little back bend part, and for the back bend I wanted to do a variation of locust. So I'm just going to show and talk you through it. We're going to go down on our belly. Our hands are next to our body, let me just readjust my microphone here. Hands are next to the body. Our chin is on the floor. So we have our chin on the floor. Hand palms are facing down. Variation of locust prep. We're going to first notice our hip bones on the floor. We're going to push them into the floor. We're going to engage our glutes. Really tighten our legs. That we have a nice base. But then we're going to lift your right foot towards the ceiling. Keep that foot active. What we're going to do now is keep that chin on the floor. Keep your arms active, palms down to the mat. And we're going to lift that right butt cheek up and our hamstring. And then while we're there, let's see if you can let go of that left side. Let go of that left side. Relax it. Only isolate the forces and the power in your right glute, your right hamstring. Keep that foot active as if you want to make an imprint on the ceiling. Good. Find that breath. Notice with every inhale, your belly presses into the mat, and exhale, it comes down. Okay, release. And lengthen that leg for just a moment. And if you get tired from that chin, just turn your head to the side for a second before we go on the other side. So what we want to feel here is when we activate through the arms, pushing our pelvis into the floor, when we're engaging around the buttocks, we want to make sure our pelvis and our lower body is strong and supportive for our leg and our back bend that we're making here. So, okay, turn your head back onto your chin. Activate through the arms. Activate your buttocks. Press your pelvis into the floor. And then bend that left knee. Foot is, how do you call it? Perpendicular to the floor, to the ceiling. And then lift with the strength in your glute and in your hamstring. Lift that leg up. Keep that foot flexed up to the ceiling. Sometimes it's hard to even know how it looks when you're just doing it. You would really need a friend here to spot you and see that you're good. Okay, so keep strong around on the front, belly button to spine, your left glute engaged. Take a few more breaths. And then release the leg, the knee back to the floor, and then extend that left leg. Good. And maybe turn your head to the other side for now. Take 1 or 2 breaths. Relax the buttocks. Maybe wiggle your hips a bit from side to side. And then I think we're good. We're good for the back bend here. So bring your arms in front, forearms over each other. Just going to take a little side to side with our little neck, loosening up the neck, or not loosening up, but getting a different movement in the spine than the exact opposite of what we did. So we just did a back bend. We don't want to push that back bend right into a child's pose, for example, and then really round that spine. Now you want to move that spine a little bit lateral. And so we can also lift our feet again to the ceiling like we had, and then just let them rock from left to right, however much room you get there. Just wiggling left to right for that lateral movement. Good. Okay. And then bring those legs down. And now we press back into child's pose. And maybe keep your hands in front since they were back during the locust prep. Just find your breath here and notice where your breath is going. Deep in the belly. Every inhale, your lower ribs expand, your belly expands, your lower back expands. Good. And then let's roll up, easy peasy again. Take that initiation at the navel. So find that navel, get your attention to your navel, and let's pull that towards your spine and engage your core muscles, your lower core muscles, and then just roll up. Easy going. All right. And then you won't have any dizziness from going up and down and up and down. Just take it slow. All right. Okay. Yes, this is a good time for a little spinal twist. Let's just sit in an easy pose here. If you need any support for your knees, because for some reason, you know, your hips are stiff, or your buttocks are hurting, or you know, you want to be without any too much cramping and stuff, you can always take those blocks and put them under here, so that those knees can rest and your thighs can relax. So make sure you sit nice and up on your sits bones. And let's I'm doing first another one, no problem. Sukhasana, easy pose, just a few stretches to the right, just easy. We won't be long here, just a little movement side to side, yet more, a little more. Okay, and then let's come into our spinal twist. So bend your left knee and take your left foot towards your right butt cheek, and your right foot goes on the outside of your left knee. Okay. And if this is too much, you can always take your leg, one leg straight, one leg up. Okay, so seated spinal twist. Find those sits bones. On an inhale, nicely lengthen your back, your neck, the crown of your head, reaching up. On an inhale, and on an exhale, take a gentle twist. Start the twist from your waist, your rib cage, your shoulders, and then maybe, if possible, gaze over your right shoulder. Good. Stay here for one breath or two. Good. And then carefully come out of that twist. And then undo the legs. So now your right leg is bending and your right foot goes to your left butt cheek. Right foot goes on the outside. Left foot goes on the outside of your right knee. And your right arm wraps around your knee. And your left hand goes behind your sacrum. I didn't tell that properly just now. On an inhale, we're lengthening. And on an exhale, we gently twist to the side from the waist, rib cage, shoulders, gaze over your left shoulder. Find that breath. And the next inhale, try to lengthen some more. And on your exhale, turn out of your twist. Gentle, gentle. Okay. I was thinking of a little forward fold, a tortoise, like a turtle. For this, we take the soles of our feet together. And we bring our feet a little bit more forward. So I guess we could have done butterfly, but for the sake of time, we're going to go right to our forward fold in our tortoise. Have a block handy, because that's really nice for your head. So then we're going to, left arm goes under our left leg, right arm under our right leg. You can clasp your feet if that's accessible. And then take a block, put your block here in the middle so your head can rest. So maybe you have to move your feet a little more so your block fits in there. And just stay here. Stay here for a moment. Breathe deep and easy. Close your eyes. Relax your face. Forward folds at the end of our practice. Again, trying to turn our focus more inward. Getting ready, getting our body and our mind ready for systematic relaxation, and in the future we'll definitely move on to a little meditation. 5 minutes is all you need. I say it now, but I hardly do it myself. But it is very beneficial. Good. Now to come out of your tortoise, out of your turtle, first lift up your head into a neutral position. So your gaze will be towards your feet. And then flatten your hands out to your mat and lengthen through your back before you push out and up. Good. Okay. Now slowly bring your knees back together. And let's rock backwards with a little massaging the back, because I'm way over my time. I think it's 1 hour and 10, but rocking back now. I just want to do this nice reclined spinal twist. So take your right knee, left leg straight. Bring your right knee in towards the chest, and then guide that right knee over to the left. So your left hand is on your right knee, and just guide it slowly to the other side. Extend your right arm to the right and leave your gaze here in the middle. And concentrate around your pelvis. Maybe even bring your left hand from your knee to your lower belly and your right hand to your sacrum. And focus on the breath. Feel the breath under your hand. Good. And then bring those hands around your knee, turn back to center and switch your legs. So bring that left knee in, extend your right leg slowly. Good. Pull that left knee in just for a little moment, a little more. And then guide your left knee with your right hand over to the right. Extend your left arm to the left and just gaze up for now. And maybe you want to take that left hand again to your sacrum, right hand on your lower belly, and just focus on the breath. See if you can relax here. And your reclined spinal twist. Good. And then slowly turn back to center. First, bring that other knee back in. Maybe hug your knees a little towards you. And then open up the knees. And then grab your ankles with both hands, grab your ankles, and then reach those feet, the soles of your feet up high into happy baby. And either your hands are at your ankles, or if you can, on the sides of your feet. And what we're looking for here is really lengthening through the back, feeling it nice and flat with the floor, with the mat. So we're not here, getting our bum up and our spine all rounded. No, we want to bring your sacrum, the back of your lower back, really to the floor. Not your your lower back. Good. In happy baby. You could, if you want, get some movement and stretch out to the right, stretch out to the left, like a real happy baby. And then, bring your soles of your feet down. And we're going to take our block and end with a little inverted action in our supported bridge. So again, have your block there under your lower back, under your pelvis, activating through the hands. Curl your shoulders under, and then lift your knees up and your feet up, and extend those feet up for just a few moments here. Legs up. Take 3 breaths here. Still active through the arms, active through the shoulders. If you would leave an imprint here, it would be like a U with your arms and shoulders. Find your breath. Very good. And then bring your feet back to the mat. Remove the block and just notice how you feel. Turn your palms up to the sky. You can leave your feet here, or you can move them carefully out. Stretch out the legs into Shavasana. And just notice how you feel. Let your breath be nice and easy. And bring your awareness to the crown of your head. As if there's a little hat, pretty little hat on your head. Just think about that. And then bring your awareness to the area in between your eyes. While you keep on breathing nice and easy, bring your awareness to the throat. Relax. Then bring your awareness back up behind the middle of your eyes. And then wiggle your feet, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Oh my goodness, those hummingbirds. Oh. So obviously this was not a systematic relaxation. I just wanted to focus a little bit on the top part only. I will do my best next time to go quicker through the practice and, have time for this systematic relaxation. But for now, Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and then slowly curl to whichever side you prefer. And slowly push up into upright position. And then you can come either in your easy seat or anywhere you like. And just take a moment here. Close your eyes. Bring your hands to heart. Maybe bow your head towards your hands. And a little fold forward to seal in the benefits of your practice today. Namaste. And thank you. Thank you for doing this practice with me. Because even though it's funny, it is kind of nice to know that maybe some of my friends back home or friends here in the States, take the time and see if they can enjoy a practice like this. I would be very happy if they would enjoy the same benefits as that I'm getting from it. So thank you and have a great rest of your day. Namaste.